Hello and welcome to the ultimate BRM5 beginner's guide. We will go into in depth of all of the different things that you need to know about BRM5 and how to get started on getting your first star. So the first thing we're going to do when we load into BRM5 is we're going to go from play. You're going to see a bunch of things here. We have some new modes here. Zombies at the time of this coming out doesn't exist, unfortunately. Really looking forward to that. Anyway, you're gonna see this is open world. We'll talk about these different game modes in a minute, but first we're gonna go to loadout. Now this is your current character. You can add different loadouts. They don't cost you anything to add more loadouts. You just don't really need them right now, so I don't recommend using one until you need another one, but that'll come way later on in the game. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your primary weapon here, and currently you have the M16A2. Now it isn't a horrible gun, however it is not the greatest, so I suggest buying a different gun. Now the options that I'm going to give you to do this are the AKS 74E Wen or the M4A1, maybe the AK-74. If you are more of an AR platform kind of person, the M4 is the way to go. If you're more of an AK style person, I would choose either one of these, whichever one you feel fit. I would choose the 74N because it has a little bit more damage and a little bit more range, but that's the only reason why. Personally though, I'm gonna go with the M4A1, and this is actually it continues to be one of the best guns in the game. So I'm going to purchase that. It's 1200 credits. You start with 2000. So now I have 800 left. Well, I can actually customize this gun just a little bit, and I'm gonna make it so that no matter how you customize this weapon, you need $100 by the time you're done. So whatever you're doing, make sure you have $100. Now the first thing I'm gonna buy, where is it? Let's see here. I'm looking for the reflex sight. Here it is. It's $200. It's nice, cheap. It's a really nice sight. I like this. Now I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to the muzzle, and I'm going to select the War Pig. This is currently the best muzzle in the game for recoil control. Now I've decked out my gun as well as I possibly can. You can't get a new stock until you get 1 star. As you can see, both of these are 1 stars. So don't worry about these for now. I'm going to show you how to get your first star. Again, here we have 1 star and 2 stars. But again, we'll get to that in a minute. Magazines, all of these, you could get an extra you can get an erg mag, but it's expensive. I can't afford it. The barrel, eventually you're gonna want a longer barrel because it will give you more damage and a little bit more range. But for now, we're stuck with the regular one. So what we're gonna do, don't worry about any other thing. Really, right now, if you're doing what I'm doing, you cannot afford really anything else. I mean, you might be able to afford a vest. Nope, can't even afford a vest. If you had a game pass, you could, and I'll talk about game passes in a minute, actually a little later on in the video. But you can't really afford anything else. This is your secondary. You're stuck with what you have here. I mean, the barrel, you can get a threaded barrel. I can get a threaded barrel, but it would cost too much and I won't be able to get what I want. You can get a 24 round mag with 1 star, and then you can put a flashlight on, whichever one you choose. But again, I would not put too much customization into the Glock. So we're gonna go to this private server, and these private servers you can you can join a private server. You just have to copy and paste this link that the person has. So they'll post this in like a Discord or whatever. You copy and paste this into here, and you'll be able to join their server. This is your server. This is your server code. I've never bought a server on this account, so I don't know how it does that. But you get a server for 30 days, 200 Robux every 30 days. So you're gonna want to launch this free private server down here. Wait for it to load. It might take a while depending on, you know, your computer specs, and even on a high-end computer like mine, it still takes kind of a long time. So just kind of how it is. Bear with it. It's not the greatest thing in the world. Doesn't have the best loading time. So let's just wait for it. It should be up in a second. Okay, so when you finally load in, you're gonna be given 3 spawn locations. Now we've already gotten our loadout. If you want to change this in the future, you can. Right now there's a weird uniform glitch where a bunch of stuff is grayed out. So don't worry about that. The looks aren't a huge issue right now. You can go back to the main menu from here. You can change options. For me, I've done a few things. I suggest putting your lean on toggle. It'll make it a lot more like Rainbow Six Siege, where you press E and then you can release it and you'll stay leaning. If you have it hold, you have to hold E, which kind of sucks. I've set my render distance to high. You can set this audio to whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. We'll get to the store later, but for now we're gonna spawn at Sakrana City. Now this is the mission city. This is a nice spot to spawn. Now you're actually gonna have 2 spawn locations on this specific spot, and you'll see these little question marks here. I'll get into that just a second, but here I actually need to go into this tent anyway. So you're going to be given these M67 grenades, M18 flares, torch. I usually just take the M67 and the torch. If you're doing more roleplay type stuff, you can take the smoke or the flares. They don't actually do much in the game, but the M67 and the torch do. You're going to need the torch. Trust me, you're going to need the torch. It's just a flashlight, so don't worry about that. And then we're going to come over here to the bandages. Now here's the thing, you already spawn in with bandages, so what you're gonna do is press and hold tab, and you're gonna see this, and you have these bandages on the very bottom here. You spawn with all of them. If you need to ever restock them, this is where you come. This guy is a mission guy, and any person with a question mark, with a yellow question mark like that, is a mission person. Now when you first start out, you're gonna get mostly like collect crates and kind of transport crates and stuff. So I'll walk you through this. When you walk up to a NPC with a question mark, it'll say "Got a job for me," and they'll give you a job, and then you just have to accept it from there. And then it'll either send you on a mission to collect supplies and bring them somewhere else. Like this, where I'm hopping into this vehicle and I actually have to go all the way over to the FOB. And then, or you'll get something like, you know, locate this enemy patrol and take them all out. Don't worry about this location here. It's a location that you probably don't want to attack until you're a little more advanced, so just drive right through it. If you spawn in the green spot, you're just gonna have to look around. So there's 2 spawns in Sakrana City. You're gonna have the tan tents, beige tents, and then you're gonna have one that's green tents. If you get the green tents, you will have a little bit more trouble finding people to work for. There are currently 6 mission people in Sakrana City, and you can do 1 mission from all 6 people every 6 hours. So if the guy that I just took this mission from, once I complete this mission, I will not be able to do another mission from him for the next 6 hours. And that's just how it is. Now you're just going to be driving. Driving mechanics in this game is pretty easy. You have W for forward, D for right, A for left, S to... I mean, S really doesn't help much. It's kind of a brake, but... and then space is handbrake. If you need to stop quick, you just hold space until you come to a complete stop. G is lights. Don't really need lights. Oh, whoops. Don't really need lights, but I mean, during the night they can get actually kind of useful. The next thing I'm going to talk about is night vision. So you can't spawn in with any night vision as of right now. You have to get 1 star to get your first night vision, and that's something that I would save up for immediately. Night vision is crucial in this game because you cannot see shit during the nighttime. So please, for the love of God, save up for night vision. I believe it's 1,700 for the first night vision set. So just keep that in mind. The mission I'm doing right now will give me 600 cash and 500 XP. So that's just really good. Now, I'm going to reverse into this trailer. It's just like a hitch type thing. And then also, the trailer mechanics in this game are really wonky right now. As you can see, I'm not doing anything, and this trailer has gone vertical. So just be patient with it. The one thing I will suggest is do not drive on a road that is next to the ocean in this game with a trailer. That's probably one of the worst things you can do, because these things will throw you all around, and they will throw you into the ocean, and you'll lose your progress, and you'll have to start over. And in some cases, you'll just have to reset your character to even get back to the mission spot, because sometimes it won't detect that you died through the ground, so you just have to reset your character if that happens. As you can see, the trailer's still going wonky, but we're just kind of, you just got to be patient with it. You just have to, you know, if it starts going wonky, stop for a second, wait for it to cool down, and then go again. Keep doing that. You have 15 minutes on these collect and deliver missions, so you know, you have really all the time in the world. It takes roughly like 5 minutes for every single one, which is really easy. Very untime consuming, if that's the word you want to say. So it takes roughly 30-35 minutes to do all of the missions that you can do in one period of time. However, all of these missions are going to give you 600 cash if they're all collect and deliver missions. If they're not, for completing a mission like find this HVT and eliminate them, they'll give you 450 cash plus the cash that you get from eliminating all of the enemies. So you still get a lot of cash. You'd see it like that. I'm just gonna have to break. I'm just gonna have to, you know, bear with the trailer here. Really, you're on the trailer's borrowed time. You're on trailer's borrowed time, okay? You are the trailer's bitch. So just remember that. Until they fix it, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to be patient with it. That's all you have to do. So you guys are going to see, once I deliver this trailer over here, I will get 600 cash and 500 XP. Now, to the first star, it is 10,000 experience. So 500 XP may not seem a lot to you guys, but that stuff will add up quick. So now it says mission success. Talk to another person for a mission. You can see I got 600 cash, about 450 XP, but 900 out of the 10,000 I need. That's a good start. That's not a bad start. I don't know how I got 900. What? That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. I'm not going to complain about it. Now, since I'm so far away from Sakrana City now, I'm actually just going to reset my character. It doesn't make you lose cash. It doesn't do anything. You just reset your character. And this is the green tent spawn area I was talking about. Now, if you respawn here, or if you spawn here the first time, I want you to go to this request vehicle, hit remove, and then hit purchase vehicle. You're going to want to buy this Jeep. It's going to make getting around the map so much easier. I can't express how much easier it is to get around the map with this Jeep. You don't want any customization to it. That adds $4,000. And you can get a desert or forest camo. Both cost $0, but the snow one does cost $250. So if you want that and you have the extra money, go ahead and buy it. You know, I'm not going to bash you if you like it. Pay $100, boom, $100 to a vehicle. That's going to be your first vehicle. Now, I'm actually going to go to this menu here and go loadout and go helmet, edit, and you can see on this mount here, Okay, 1400 for the first night vision goggles. This is what you're saving up for. Please, for the love of God, save up for these. These are so crucial. And in fact, you don't even need a star to get them. You can get them right now. So just do a few more missions. I believe after 2 more missions, I will be able to afford that. That is just, it's basically a free win. It's a free win at that point. And as you can tell, it's getting nighttime right now. So this is gonna be a little weird, and you guys will see how dark it gets during night, because it's real. So actually, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run down. I'm gonna go do all these missions, and I will talk to you guys when I get to the next mission person. Okay, so before we get into the next mission, which is just over there, by the way, I just walked down this road right here. This kind of road. As you can see, I can't shoot here. But it's just this road. It goes straight down from the camp, and then you take a right on this road, and it'll bring you all the way down here. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is helicopters. You can't get a helicopter until you are, I believe, 2 stars. Let's check here. 2 stars, 3 stars, 5 stars. Yeah, and 5 stars is the maximum amount of stars. If you want to get a game pass, you can buy the Chinook right off the bat. And this nighttime, as you can see, like where there's no lights or anything, you can barely see your character. I mean, like you can see a rough outline of them, and you can barely see your hand in front of your face with the gun in your hand. You can see obviously the optic, which is really nice. I like that. But you can't see much else. So let's go talk to this guy over here. I believe this guy's name is Lieutenant Fedorov. Nope, Major Quill. Okay, need help around here just in time. Yep. Okay, it's another collect and deliver mission. So I will actually put up a map of all the mission locations in the game, and then I'll also put up a map of the entire map, I guess, if you want to call it that. So I'm just going to reverse into this position here, like it says, just like the last mission I did. And then you're just going to go, let's see where I have to take it. It looks like I have to take it to cabin in the woods. I could be wrong though. Again, this is all just experience of me knowing where everything is. So again, it's nighttime. I can't see shit. I need night vision, like bad. So I'm going to do as many of these missions as possible. I'm going to put up the map. If you want to find the map for yourself and just have it, you know, on a second monitor or whatever, or look at it for yourself, I will actually link both of the maps in the description so you guys can check them out. And I will talk to you guys when I have enough money for the night vision. Okay, so as you guys can see now, I can now afford the first night vision goggles, and that was after 2 missions of me saving my money with my rifle and not getting anything else. That was 2 missions. That was super easy. I currently have $37 left, but these night vision goggles are literal lifesavers, guys. I swear to God. I can't see shit here, but I put on the night vision goggles, and all of a sudden I can see like everything. So once again, these are your first thing that you're gonna want to save up for. So these are just the easiest things to obtain, probably one of the most useful things to obtain. You can't get the next set until you are 1 star, and then you can't get the next set until you are 2 stars. But I will actually use this to say about some stuff about game passes. So if you go to the store section here, you'll see game passes. You're only going to see these 2. There are actually 4 in the game. The other 2 don't really matter. These are actually the only 2 important ones. If you have the money, I'm not saying you have to. If you have the money though, I would really suggest buying the Shadow Raid pack. Because here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go mount. These are the quad night vision goggles, and they, let me tell you, are not only the best looking night vision goggles in the game, but they are also the most useful. You can see the widest with them. So if you have, I believe it's $10. You can get both game passes. If you have some Robux left over and you just spend $5 to get the 400, then it's, you know, obviously it's easy. If you just pay $10, you can get both. You get a helicopter and a cool uniform, and this one you'll also get a cool uniform. Really not much to lose out on, but I right now am going to finish all of the missions. Again, if you want to find all of the mission locations or the mission NPCs, then check out the description and you can do it for yourself. I'm just going to do this really quick, and then I'll get on to the next part of this guide. So actually a little bit of a change of plans. I actually got a find and kill mission, so I'm going to walk you guys through this. It's going to take me some time to get there because I am in a Jeep, so it's, you know, obviously that time. What you'll notice on these missions as well is that you get 10 minutes instead of 15 minutes, and they'll give you 450 cash for completing the mission, but they will give you the cash that you get for eliminating opponents, and this will be your first exposure to eliminating opponents in the game. I don't know why I hit that light pole right there, but I don't know how it's still stuck to the bumper of my vehicle, but I will walk you guys through it as soon as I get there. Okay, so I just pulled up to the location. I'm just up the hill here, and you're gonna see some guys down there. I don't know if you can see that guy down there. He's gonna be looking at me, and I want to do this stealthily because these guys will mow you the fuck down. And he's gonna go alert his friends on that one. So you'll see there's a stealth bonus. You'll get a headshot bonus, a stealth bonus, and a killed enemy bonus. As long as you get the stealth bonus, that means no one's been alerted of your position, and you can just freely take some of these guys out. That guy I shot at first almost alerted everybody else in the area of my position, but since he didn't, since I took him out fast enough, he didn't, and so we're actually in a pretty good spot here. You don't have to use your Glock. You don't have to. It's probably not a Glock by the time you're seeing this, but it is, you know, something. And as you guys see, as soon as they figure out who you are, where you are, they're going to rush you pretty fast. So I think I killed all of them. I could be wrong about that. Here my mission was to steal the flash drive from this laptop. Well, steal information onto a flash drive from this laptop. I'm going to heal really quick while I get here because I don't know if anyone else is going to come. Oh, by the way, so healing, a vitamin will heal 100% of your health, a bandage will heal 10 health, and a dressing will heal 5. If you use a dressing then a bandage, you'll actually heal 25 instead of 15 like it says. And vitamins, if you pop a vitamin before you get downed, you will actually be able to undown yourself, which is nice to know. But just know that you've popped a vitamin, and as soon as you go down, you know, you gotta get back up and get back ready to continue fighting. So that's gonna be like a find the flash drive, you know, steal this or whatever mission. I know I got to. I haven't completed the mission yet, but I got some money out of that just from killing those guys. I got about $220, and then I'll get an extra $450 probably for completing the mission. So it's just an easy way to make cash. These missions are really the best way to do it, especially when you're first starting out. When you get to higher levels, it is not the easiest way to make cash. It's actually one of the slowest and most repetitive. And personally, I hate doing them because I've been playing the game so long. But yeah, that's just how it is. So let me get back to the reach destination. If you really want to maximize profits while you're doing some of this stuff, if you go through the quarry here, this location is the quarry. If you're going through and you see a guy just kind of hanging around alone, go ahead and pop them if you want to make a few extra dollars. It won't hurt. Just know you're probably gonna, you know, they're probably gonna alert the entire area of your location. So just know that. Oh shit, I got a Austin Powers this bitch right here. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. I got 160 feet to go. I'll just run it. God, that's annoying. So yeah, that's just kind of this area. I'm gonna reach this destination. It'll give me my reward. Boom. And then let's see what we got here. Yeah, see 400 XP, 300 or 400 cash, 400 XP. It's not bad. So yeah, that's just kind of the mission section in a breakdown almost. You're gonna find some that are like find and rescue, search and rescue these lost people. You're gonna find some that are collect and deliver. You're gonna find some that are like steal this flash drive and eliminate opponents. You know, you're gonna find one that's like scout this area, but do not engage. You can scout the area and take pictures and stuff, and it'll give you your XP and stuff reward, and then you can kill the enemies for extra cash. So just know that. Oh shit, I got another destroy. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna need another vehicle before this. But anyway, I'll get back to you guys when I'm done with all these missions and I have all the cash. Okay, so now that I've done all the missions and all that, it's time to go continue the grind. Now I'm almost there. By the way, this is actually way after I did the initial gameplay recording for the video. I made some mistakes and then I lost the footage, so I have to redo it. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to take the M67, the torch, and you're going to want to grab your M4, and then you're going to want to run out here, way out here, to the vehicle depot right there. It's kind of weird, you can't read the sign with an optical on, whatever. So you're going to go over here to the vehicle depot, you're going to spawn in your Jeep, and then you're going to just follow where I go. So let me explain briefly how this star system works once again while we're just following what I'm doing. So basically it's 10,000 stars or 10,000 XP to the next star. Once I hit 10,000 XP, it stays at 10,000 XP, and then I believe it's 10,000 XP to the next star every time after that. I think so. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've done the 5-star grind. But I'm pretty sure once I hit 10,000, it'll go to 20,000 for 2 stars, and then 30,000 for 3 stars, and so on and so forth. I'm going to stop right here. So back that way is Quarry. That's where I was going through from Sacrana City to get to here or over there or whatever. This way is Depot. That's actually where we're going to be going next. We're going to go way over, kind of like where that building is right above my head there. That's kind of where we're going. And then Sacrana City is more over that way. Ronograd City is that area that you can't spawn in yet because you aren't 2 stars. And then Department of Utilities is past those mountains over there. And then if we look, if we look at that tower right above my head there, then that's a base called Mountain. You can't access that without a helicopter. I mean, you can, it's gonna be tough. But we're just gonna turn right at that sign here. We're gonna go down this road. By the way, this flag is kind of important. When you take over a base, the flag will look like this, and I'll show you that in just a second when we actually get to Depot. So we're just gonna go down this road. You can see the ocean there. This is what I was talking about with the trailers. Like, you don't want to go down this road with a trailer because you can just easily flip right into the ocean there. Sacrana City's that way. If you go left, Depot is this way. We're going here. Don't worry about these buildings here. Most of them are for pure decoration. They might be involved in some missions eventually, but for right now they're just kind of decoration. I did get a mission over in, I believe, this spot here, but it didn't actually spawn the enemies, so And that's something that you might see kind of often. And this sign just says towards depot. It's kind of a long drive, not super long. Don't worry about the sniper tower here. Nobody's there. Don't worry about the little base. Nobody's there. Oh, whoops. And then we're just going to keep going down this road until eventually we hit the depot. There are some spots in the world where you can quote-unquote swim. I'll show you. You just kind of run through water. But this spot, this little pond here is shallow enough to where I won't drown or anything. See, I'm just running in water. I can crouch in the water. You know, I can dip my head under, whatever. But if I were to go out to the ocean like out there, I would immediately fall through the earth because there's no barrier over there. That's that. Again, we're just going to keep taking this road. Don't turn right on anything. Don't turn right that way. There will be a spot over here where I believe you turn right, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. And towards depot, just keep going straight. I believe that spot is right here. You just want to go left instead of right. And then that flag there is actually where we're going. So I'm going to pull off to the left over here. And kind of, I don't know if there's a guy out front. Usually there is. But if there isn't, then I'm just going to kind of go right in. If there is, oh, there's a guy in that sniper tower. I don't want to stand still for too long. Okay, there we go. So now these guys are going to start rushing me, kind of. You can do this stealthily. It's not as fast when you do it stealthily, but it is a little more safe, so just keep that one in mind. God damn, I can't hit my shots right now. Let me just pull out the nade and toss it. I don't know how many people that's going to kill, but one guy. That was useful. And you're just going to keep taking these guys out until, you know, the bombard stops. These guys, you just kind of fire in their general direction. Try to hit the headshots if you can, because they are one shot with most guns, with most attachments. If they aren't one shot, then, you know, go for the head anyway. Does more damage. You use up less rounds, and you get a little bit of more XP and cash. I know it doesn't seem like you get XP for killing these guys, but you do. So don't even worry about it. And again, you're just going to want to go through here and just kind of claim souls as you go along. And I'm going to show you something important about these guys when they die. Oh shit. It did less damage than I thought it did. They're going to drop some stuff when they die. You're going to want to pick this stuff up. Like right here, this thing, intel. You want to take these pieces of intel. They're actually kind of important if you really want to keep getting money in this game. It's very important that you pick up these pieces of intel. Come on. So these enemies, most of the enemies are not crazy overpowered. Some of them can be kind of strong. There are different types. There's these, there's just these regular kind of like clothed guys. Wow, that guy did a backflip. That was kind of sick. There's these regular clothes guys. There's some armored guys, or just regular, like, they look a little bit more military-ish. Like, you can tell, oh yeah, that guy's part of an organized military. And then there are some that are just like those guys where they're like, yeah, they're more like an insurgency or like a, you know, like a militia, not more of an army per se. Hey, buddy. But these guys right here are just kind of, you know, they're just kind of there to do some damage. And again, you just want to pick up all the intel things that you see. I only see 4 so far. There might be another one lying around here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. So there's 5. I'm going to take all 5 of them, and you can only take 5 at a time. But for 5, you'll get about 250 cash. So it's really just infinite money, just for killing a bunch of people. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take out the majority of the guys in here. You don't have to take out all of them. As you can see, I'm getting, you know, quite a bit of money from all this. If you really want to clear out the whole base, eventually more guys will come in on like trucks and stuff through this little pathway, and all you have to do is like sit up in that sniper tower, throw your nade at them or whatever, and just keep holding them back until, you know, that wave is done, and then a new wave will spawn. I don't want to kill everybody here because I am just doing this for educational purposes. But it might be smart for you to go in and kind of shoot and shoot all these guys here. Try to hit the headshots. Just slowly go through it and try to kill everybody here. And these hostages, so these are hostages. They have their hands up. There's 2 over here, I believe. I could be wrong about it. But these guys that here, you don't want to shoot them. You will lose cash and XP and reputation, which is kind of like a hidden mechanic in the game. So you don't want to do that. Reputation allows you to do the missions. So I believe you start off with just enough reputation to do missions in general. But you can mess it up, I'm pretty sure. So just don't. That's my only piece of advice. Rescuing these hostages will give you, I believe it's 200 each. Okay, the hostages can be kind of weird sometimes, so just their pathfinding's kind of messed up. I don't know where the other one went. He's just, oh, right there. Follow me, follow me. You want to take them, you know, around and try to get them to go along with you. It may take some time, but as long as you're not contested, you know, you should be fine. As long as, you know, you're not getting shot at or anything, you should be alright. Just kind of get them out here and get them on this path to where you parked your Jeep, and then you're going to drive them back to the forward operations base. And then you'll get about 400 cash for these guys, and then I'm going to get about 250 for the intel I grabbed. So we're getting a lot of cash here. We're getting a lot of XP, which if you want to hit your first star, you're going to need XP pretty bad. And here's the thing, the M4 kind of has a lot of recoil on the base handguard. So you're going to want a new handguard for it, so you can put like a vertical grip on there. I'll show you which grips are the best and all that once I hit the next star. Come on. Why are you guys running away? Come on. Let's go. Again, this is kind of like the trailer deal. Just bear with these guys. Their pathfinding sucks. In fact, I might even just take them over here to the road. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them over here to the road and just make them follow me on the road. Okay. Still, their pathfinding sucks, so just got to be patient with them. You know, they're going to run back and forth like this. They're going to follow you. They're going to run back and forth. You know, they're going to do whatever they're going to do. If you do start to get really impatient, just hit stop following me and then hit follow me. And they should fix themselves. For the most part, you might get a little bit more progress. Come on. Come on. I don't understand why they do it. It's honestly very annoying, but nothing I can do about it. I just have to just keep them close to you. It seems to work better that way. Come on. Just take it slow. One might break off. Then she'll regather. Then both break off. Hopefully they'll regather on you. Yep. Just be patient with it. Take your time. As long as you're not getting shot at when you rescue these guys, you know, you don't really have anything to lose. So take your time. I know it's time consuming, but whatever. I'll just get back to you guys when I get back to the Jeep. Okay, so I got them back to the Jeep, and what you want to do is you just hit drive vehicle, and they'll get in their respective spots. One will take the passenger, one will take the one behind you, or behind the passenger, and then you just got to drive all the way back to the FOB. It's kind of a long drive. It's much easier to do this in a helicopter, much faster, much simpler. But we don't have a helicopter yet, so we're just gonna have to go with the flow. Shit. So just kind of maneuver your way through the road again. If you have the night vision goggles already, which you should, because by this point in the tutorial, you should have a lot of things. If you don't, though, you know, again, I suggest getting that. That's pretty crucial to the entire game. And then once we get 1 star, you know, there's a bunch of things that we can buy. And I'll show you which attachments are the best attachments for the M4 with the new handguard. Again, it's completely up to you what you guys prefer, but I will give you the best muzzle options. I'll give you the best you know, recoil control vertical grips, or just grips in general. I haven't really visited that section of it yet because we haven't had a lot, well, we haven't been able to really. So I'll visit that section with you guys when we get back to the FOB. Right now, we're just going to get into the FOB. We're going to drop off these hostages, and then we're going to drop off the intel that we gathered. Ooh, that was kind of close. Drop off the intel, drop off the hostages, and we'll get a bunch of money for that. I don't know how much XP we'll get, but probably not much. You just want to take the first right in the FOB. Again, 200 per. So now we're at 2,545. I didn't get any XP from that, which kind of sucks, but I don't think we can do anything about that. The intel, I do believe we get XP for, so that's nice. Let's see here. Let's just park it out here in the street, and we'll run over. The intel spot, you turn intel in over on this other door. It says command center there. You'll see that little like badge. You don't have to go to the badge. You just have to go to this guy over here and hit give intel. Oh, no XP, just $250, whatever. This here is like a briefing room kind of thing. It's nice. If it's good for like role play, if you want to role play something or whatever. But this will actually tell you your progress on the nuclear. So intel is not important for what it's actually worth. Intel, you basically, as you can see here, once all intel is compiled, Platinum 5 will launch an attack on the nuclear silo. Operator will have 1 chance to make it to the control room and stop the launch of the missile. The bunker that it's going to be shooting out of is somewhere in this area, in between Mountain and DOU, kind of like, it's somewhere in this area. I don't exactly remember where it is, but it's somewhere over there. And as you can see, we had 5 out of 10 in Depot. You need 15 in Quarry, 15 Village, 15 DOU, 20 Mountain. You know, it's a lot for every single one. So if you're going to do this, I suggest doing it with a bunch of friends. Maybe get a whole server going, which I believe is 50 people. Send them off to do a bunch of different things, and yeah. So right now we're going to go to the armory. Actually, I can't really do much in here. Again, if you want to buy a uniform, go ahead and buy a uniform. Every uniform is 300 or 600. It's not that bad. If you want to spend $600 on a uniform to get started out, you know, it's not that bad. These obviously are the more expensive ones at 1,200. This one actually costs 3 stars. I did not know that. I don't think any of the other uniforms cost stars. Yeah, no. But yeah, again, and I don't know if I said this before, but I know I mentioned it at some point. I don't know if it was in the lost footage. If you want to get a secondary weapon, get the M17. It's superior to every other pistol except for the Deagle. Deagle costs more, has more recoil. Get the M17. I'm not going to buy it now because I'm saving up for some stuff. But I will see you guys when I get my first star. Okay guys, so I just obtained my first star playing 25v25 here, as you can see in the top right here. So now it starts out at 0 and I have to get 20,000 XP. the next star. So that is, I mean, that's twice of what you guys just did. Twice of what I just did. It's a long grind. No one ever said it was going to be easy. I've done it twice, and it's tough. So I'm just letting you guys know that this is the first star. I'm going to finish off this 25v25, and then I will get out of here and show you some customization options. Okay, so I just bought the new handguard. I didn't get it on camera, my bad. But here we have the new handguard. We can now put a device under, like a vertical grip or something like that, or an angle grip in some case. The angle grip, in my opinion, looks the best. Actually, this one looks the best to me, but it doesn't do as much recoil control as I would like to. The broom handle and the RK2 are going to do both the exact same amount of recoil control. The broom handle costs just a little bit less though, and it's actually lighter. So in my opinion, the broom handle is the better one, and the RK2 is really bulky. I don't like how bulky it is, so I'm going to put the broom handle on, but I'm also going to go back here and I'm going to buy the MK18 right here for $4,100. And the reason is, you might be like, oh my god, you just bought the new handguard, whatever. The reason is because everything that you buy, every attachment you buy, transfers over, except for obviously weapon specific stuff like handguards and stocks and things like that. But now I have this insanely cool MK18, which actually I believe does more damage. Maybe it doesn't. I believe it does more damage with the longer barrel. Yeah, it does. So it does more damage, and it's, in my opinion, a little better. Has a little bit of a faster fire rate, a little bit more recoil, but not too bad. So I'm gonna do this. That one's actually better. You can get a new handguard for this one too. My favorite one is the Axle. This one is, I mean, it just looks clean. Let's be honest here, it just looks clean. This one I don't really care for. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of how we're gonna go on from now. The next gun I'm saving up for is going to be the M110. But that's gonna be kind of a far ways away from this one. It's gonna be a long ways away actually. So right now this is where we're at. You should be semi close to here, fairly like close to after I post this video. So yeah, let's get back to the main part of the video. Okay, so I've actually gone in and bought a uniform and a new sight for myself, because we are going to be hopping into PvP, and I don't suggest doing PvP unless you have at least a 4x scope. It's just not in something that it's not something you want to do, especially if you're going to go into 25v25. I got myself a new uniform because the uniform glitch was happening on the entire thing. If it's just like the legs or just the torso or whatever, I wouldn't care, but I don't want YouTube to get on my ass about that. So I'm just gonna do that. We're actually gonna hop into a quick 5v5 real quick. I'm gonna show you one round, finish it off, and then I'll go to skirmish and show you what skirmish is about. Just know, again, it might take a while to get into some of these. PvP, it's kind of dead in this game, I won't even lie, but you can still get into a match or two. So usually you can. It usually doesn't take this long, but whatever. You can kind of go in and get some more stuff. If you want a new pistol, maybe you don't like the Glock 17, which I don't, get the M17 next. It's the best pistol in the game, other than the Deagle, obviously, which does, like, it's a 2-shot to the head, but so is this one at most ranges. And this one's much more expensive and has a lot more recoil, so it's just easier to get the M17. If you want maybe like the M9, which I can get the M9 right now, I just really don't like how the M9 looks. This thing is an automatic gun. It's got quite a bit of recoil, so I would not suggest doing it. This one, it's got a low magazine size. Same thing with the M9. I believe you can get an extended one, but you can get a 33 round mag on this gun, which is the most a pistol can have. And you can get a 21 round. It starts off with 17, I believe, 17 or 18, and then it goes 21, then 33. So, I mean, this one's just the best one to get if you want to upgrade. If you want to get a vest, you know, obviously these vests are up to you. Once you get this M4 and you get the night vision and all that, you can really start to customize your character however you want. I would suggest saving up for the MK18. I already finally got into a game, which is $4,100. It's in my opinion, it's a little better version of the M4A1, but it's more expensive and harder to get. So yeah, but right now we're just trying to get our first star. So, you know, however you want to do it is however you're gonna do it. But I'll just give you the quick walkthrough. This is the spawn in animation. Boom, the round starts. It's secure the objective. If you guys have ever played Rainbow Six Siege, it's basically casual secure the objective. And it's basically just Rainbow Six Siege. If you've never played Rainbow, then, well, try to figure something out, I guess. Again, you'll get more money for headshots, I believe, in PvP. I could be wrong about that one. But just try to hit the head. Wait, oh, fuck.
The objective is being
yeah, you get more ammo. I'm actually gonna not use this gun yet, or use this sight yet. I'm gonna change it out on the next round. And by the way, a quick tip, you can kill people after the round ends. So just a quick little tip. And it'll alternate every single time. So on this one we have to defend the objective. On the last one we had to secure it. I'm just gonna chill up here. I'm gonna watch anybody who comes over these stairs here, because somebody will. I know they will. It's like a guaranteed every time on this map. If they don't, then, you know, obviously go around. The goal is just get as many kills and win. You'll get a cash reward for winning. Fuck. So that's just kind of how it is. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this, and then we'll get to 25v25. All right, so I finished up my 5v5. We lost. Anyway, so now I'm gonna go into skirmish, and this game mode's actually pretty fun. I've played this for a little bit. It's extremely fun. My one recommendation is that you do add a 4.0, but the recoil on this gun is pretty bad until you get this handguard and you can put a grip on it with the 4.0. So I don't suggest doing that until you get your first star. And then I believe there should be a, hold on, there should be a RPG 7 for this game mode. I don't actually know how to equip it, which sucks nuts because I really want to. But I guess, I think it just comes with, I think it's just like a guaranteed thing. So I'm just gonna go in. Anybody who doesn't have a green marker above their head or whatever is a hostile. So just know that. There's a guy actually shooting over there. Fired back at him. I think he saw me. By the way, headshots are not one shot in this game mode, but they still do a lot of damage. Heh, do. So just keep that in mind. And this game mode is just really fun. I could play this game mode for hours, honestly. Yeah. But just the whole point is secure the objectives, do as much damage, kill as many people. You know, you can heal, you can, you know, do all these other stuff. You can, like, actually do emotes, I think, which is kind of weird. Yeah, you can sit down. So I don't know, but I mean, all I know is that this game mode's actually pretty fun. So it's one of my favorite ways to get cash and XP. It's not the best way, but it's definitely the most entertaining way. So do keep that in mind. I believe the RPG. Nope. Okay, I don't know how you equip that thing. round was just shot at me. I don't know. Anyway, it's just always nice to have a little bit of change up in this game. This game does get very repetitive after a while, so keep that in mind. Make sure you're constantly changing it up so you don't get bored of the game. There's a lot of things to do in the game, but you have to take control and constantly change it up, just so you don't have to do it. And pretty much, yeah, that's the entire guide to this game. You're gonna figure out a lot of things as you go on, so keep that in mind, that what we have here is not it. Getting to 5 stars is going to be a grind. Trust me, I've done it twice. It is a grind and a half. So just know 5 stars is a grind, but just keep working at it, and you'll have some fun playing the game. So if you guys enjoyed, if you guys found it helpful at all, give me a like. It helps out a lot. Share the video, do whatever, subscribe. It helps. It just helps. Especially for an up-and-coming YouTuber like me, it just helps. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching.